Well, hello, it's Monday, September 6th, and welcome to MCR Accounting Quick Tips. Hey, have you ever started a project that you're pretty committed to, but right after you start it, you really question your judgment? This GST HST question, that I have a feeling that's going to end up being like that for me. Let me show you just a little bit of the reason why. Let's take a look at how this really works out in all of Canada. For instance, there is 4 provinces that are GST only. So Alberta, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, and the Yukon, GST only. There are another 4 provinces which are GST plus PST. That would be BC, Manitoba, Quebec, and Saskatchewan. And finally, there are only 5 out of 13 provinces which actually follow the HST regime. New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Ontario, and Prince Edward Island. So if there's any wonder why there's some confusion across Canada, you can see from this chart that I'm showing you that we're not really well aligned across Canada and across the provinces when it comes to the sales tax issue and how it should be applied. I mean, you can clearly see everybody agrees there should be sales tax. Not everybody agrees what that sales tax should look like. So, what are we going to actually talk about today in this quick tip? We want to talk today about the GST reporting and remittance threshold. Like, hopefully everybody's aware of this. So, if you're running like a hobby business, for instance, out of your home that isn't going to make large amounts of money, then you could be below the GST remitting and reporting threshold. That threshold is $30,000. So anything above $30,000 means you need to be both reporting and remitting GST. But if your earnings, your gross earnings, are below $30,000, then you can keep yourself outside of the GST reporting and remittance. Now, here's the catch on this. This one catches a lot of people. This $30,000 includes any zero-rated income you might have. Now, an example of zero-rated income, and the example that catches a lot of people, is residential rental income. So residential rental income does not charge GST, but you need to include the residential rental income in your calculation to come up with this $30,000. Doesn't mean you're going to have to pay GST on that portion of it, but that comes up to it. The next thing to be aware of is your GST reporting and remittance liability is effective on the entire invoice or sale that took you over the $30,000. So let's say you're sitting there at $29,900 and someone comes into your shop or business or whatever and you have a sale or an invoice for $105. So as of the minute you enter that into your till, you have now made in the year, you have now grossed $30,005. You are liable for reporting and remitting GST on that $105. Not the $5 that put you over, the $105 that put you over. And from now on, you will be liable for reporting and remitting. So that's the first thing I wanted to say today. And then the second thing, really quickly, when you're signing up, so you've listened to this, you realize you're not really trying to run a hobby business, you actually do intend to make money, so you're going to go ahead and you're signing yourself up for GST. They're going to offer you the opportunity to report quarterly or annually. Now, the reason I paused there is I want you to read what they're offering you again. They're offering that you can report annually. And this catches a lot of people because if you choose to report annually, you only have to file your paperwork annually. You do, on the other hand, still have to assess yourself. Remember, Canada, self-assessed tax nation. You still have to assess yourself and remit quarterly installments against your GST owing. This catches a lot of people. So For myself and the way we run our business is, you're going to be remitting anyway, you might as well do your reporting quarterly. But I just want to point out for clients out there that when they offer that you only have to report annually, they still expect you to remit quarterly, and they are still going to charge you penalties and interest on that failure to remit. And one last thing before I walk away, we didn't used to in the beginning see a lot of these penalties and interests on late remittance. We are starting to see it very, very regularly. And as the bills from COVID come in, I'm just predicting we're going to see it even more regularly. I hope everybody had a great long weekend. Hope you have a great week. Thank you for attending. This is MCR Accounting.